It's your boy Nitzy coming back with another bullseye of a tutorial here today on the channel. I wanted to do a vocal preset for MoneyBagg Yo, and this is gonna be my V2 of MoneyBagg Yo. So if y'all do like this video today, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Suggest more artists down below so we could keep these tutorials rolling through. And if y'all do like the tutorial, you can check the link down below to grab it and check out the website to support the channel. All right, let's get to it. Let's go, man.
These broke ass niggas talk too much, ain't even boss enough. Stop trying to compare your life to mine, boy, you ain't bought enough. Youngest in my city, worth of 50, These broke ass niggas talk too much, ain't even boss enough. Stop trying to compare your life to me, boy, you ain't bought enough. Youngest in my city, worth of 50, I'm trying to set the bar. A ticket for this toy, it sit so low, it feel like a go-kart. Smash it, mash it, roadkill, bad bitch, do lashes, ASD, showed it. Medicine, I said I quit,
Okay, so we got the 100% accurate MoneyBagg Yo preset today, how to mix those really dope modern rap vocals. So let's get to it. Let's see what it sound like with and without the preset.
These broke ass niggas talk too much, ain't even boss enough. Stop trying to compare your life to me, boy, you ain't bought enough. Youngest in my city, worth of 50, I'm trying to set the bar. A ticket for this toy, it sit so low, it feel like a go-kart. Smash it, gas it, roadkill, bad bitch, do lashes, ASD, showed it.
Okay, really dope. So this vocal preset is kind of like a shovel, you feel me? It's kind of like a spoon. It's helping me scoop out all of the mud and all of the dirt inside of the vocal, making it sound really clean and upfront today with these Memphis style vocals, all right? So the very first thing that I think about with a MoneyBagg Yo is that his vocal does have a lot of body, you feel me? When you are a mixing engineer, it's kind of like you a gym trainer or instructor, you feel me? When the person comes into the gym on the first day and you got to look at their body, you see how you kind of like, how they want to, get their dream body type shit like that. Some people come in fat as hell, right? Some people come in skinny, you feel me? That's like a person who got a lightweight voice. It's like a skinny person trying to get big. Somebody who is trying to lose weight is kind of like that big fat ass motherfucker with that big ass belly, you feel me? Trying to drop a couple pounds. So I noticed that I always pay attention to the vocal. And then from there, I make my move, you feel me? His vocal is pretty big. So we have a very steep filter at around 131. That's a very aggressive low cut, because I understand that he's got a lot of fat on his vocal, right? And I kind of shifted the body upwards using a little bit of the even order harmonics. So even though I did a very aggressive cut, I kind of counter compensated for it by using the saturation.
These broke ass niggas talk too much, ain't even boss enough. Stop trying to compare your life to me, boy, you ain't bought enough. Youngest in my city, worth of 50, I'm trying to set the bar. A ticket for this toy, it sits so.
And then also, working the low shelf and between the bell, I'm listening to that and I'm trying to figure out how am I molding this lump of clay, which is the low end of his vocal type shit. And I use the optical compressor with a very light ratio. And I like to use the lighter ratio because it pulls everything together. It usually brings up like low level detail and everything. So yeah, using that quick release and that light air ratio on the optical, getting a smoothing effect. MoneyBagg Yo's vocal is usually smooth, gangster, but still authoritative. You feel me? Okay, after that, we have the wave sibilance, a really dope plugin that I love a lot, and I just like it because it's a lot responsive. And a guy like MoneyBagg Yo, his flow, also paying attention to the tempo of the music, 150 BPM is very important to know. Like his flow is kind of triplets and, kind of very wild and withering like a dandelion. You blow a dandelion in the air and it kind of breaks up and it moves all over the place. That's kind of his flow. So I use this type of de-esser because it's more responsive. It's a little bit more adaptive and reactive.
These broke ass niggas talk too much, ain't even boss enough. Stop trying to compare your life to mine, boy, you ain't bought enough. Youngest in my city, worth of 50, I'm trying to set the bar. A ticket for this toy, it sit so low, it feel like a go-kart. Smash it, mash it, roadkill, bad bitch, do lashes, ASD, shoulder.
Okay, really dope de-esser, and I love the fact that I get to control the range. So the range is kind of like your limit. Like if you got an allowance from your parents or some shit and they're like, look, we only giving you $20. That's if you lucky. Where I came from, they gave me $0. You feel me? So maybe if they gave you an allowance and they said, yeah, we gonna give you $10 for the week and that's all you can spend. That's what I'm telling the de-esser. You can't go past more than that. You feel me? with the de-essing. Then I have a J37 tape on red formula. The red formula is making it naturally a little bit brighter. And also, you know, it's just kind of smoothing out his vocal. You know how some people take like a hammer and they start banging on chicken breast, they start banging on the meat. Why do they do that? To tenderize it a little bit. So I'm using that J37 tape to kind of tenderize the vocal to make it feel a little bit more soft.
These broke ass niggas talk too much, ain't even boss enough. Stop trying to compare your life to me, boy, you ain't bold enough. Youngest in my city, worth of 50, I'm trying to set the bar. A ticket for this toy is.
And you seeing my strategic moves. First, my de-esser, and then I also used, you know, the J37 tape after because I'm trying to like de-ess, kind of like smooth my vocal. I'm letting the de-esser kind of be like, you know, just a backup, my backup plan type shit like that. You feel me? Type of situation. Like, so the first de-esser, the sibilance is on the front lines. It's that frontline soldier with that machine gun, that AK. But then that tape in the background is like that sniper. You feel me? With that Beretta on him type shit. Duck off in the bushes. You feel me? It's just kind of like smoothing out all the stuff that the de-esser isn't getting. So that's a different technique to reduce harshness. C6, and we're using this to mostly clean up the mid-range and control the low end of a MoneyBagg yo type of vocal. Like I said, this C6 is kind of like a waist trainer. You feel me? Sometimes people put a waist trainer on their waist. You feel me? So I still want the fat of the vocal to be there. I just want to control it a little bit. It's like a waist trainer. You feel me? Put on your stomach type shit. It just holds that fat. That fat is still there, but it's just kind of, you know, tighter and, you know, held up type shit.
These broke ass niggas talk too much, ain't even boss enough. Stop trying to compare your life to me, boy, you ain't bold enough. Youngest in my city, worth of 50, I'm trying to set the bar. A ticket for this toy is sit so low, it feel like a go-kart. Smashing, mashing, roadkill, bad bitch do lashes, ass deep. These broke ass niggas talk too much, ain't even boss enough. Stop trying to compare your life to mine, boy, you ain't bold enough. Youngest in my city, worth of 50, I'm trying to set the bar. A ticket for this toy is sit.
After that, you know, at that point, because, you know, a tape introduces a mid-range bump, I kind of like wanted to counteract that move. You feel me? I still wanted to dim down a little bit of the mid-range a little bit more type shit like that. You feel me? It's like an apple, you know, sometimes you got the peel of the apple, then you got the actual apple itself, then you got the core of the apple. So, right, you know, like I'm kind of slicing it up the way I want to, you know, eat it and shit like that, you know, the vocal. So yeah, that's why I have rolling off a little bit of that super low end that we can't hear anyway, and just really tightening up my mid range with this move for a MoneyBagg yo vocal.
These broke ass niggas talk too much, ain't even boss enough. Stop trying to compare your life to me, boy, you ain't bold enough. Youngest in my city, worth of 50, I'm trying to set the bar. A ticket for this toy is sit so low, it feel like a go-kart. Smashing, gassing, roadkill, bad bitch do lashes, ass deep, shoulder.
Very important too is like just the fact that I subtracted a little bit of that mid-range. It actually makes the vocals feel like they have more clarity. So that's another great thing too. You know, sometimes you don't got to go. This is a thing about life too. Sometimes, you know, the answer to your problem is right underneath your nose. You feel me? You don't got to go out in the world and try to grab some shit that's external, when internally you could just fix whatever you got going on. That'll probably solve the problem. Like the vocal boom, I ain't go boosting the EQ to get more clarity. All I did was cut up, you know, Sushi Chef Benihana's that mid-range. I started slicing up that low mid very delicately, okay? And that's what added clarity. After that, we have the CLA 76 on a white Air Force mode type shit like that. I see it like this, like the blackie is the black Air Forces. That's that hood nigga, you feel me? That's that, you feel me? We about to go slide on somebody type of sound, you feel me? It's dark, it's gritty, it's aggressive, you feel me? And then the bluey mode, I see it like white Air Forces. It's a little bit more, it's still dirty, you feel me? It's still street, you feel me? But it just has a brighter, upbeat, more type of clean, type of eye-popping type of sound to it, you know? So that's why we're using the bluey mode for some of that saturation. And I pulled back a little bit of the mix because I want my compression to be aggressive, but I still want to keep the transients of the vocal, you feel me? That's that presence of his vocal, right? So it's kind of like me, I'm just blending it backwards on the mix now to hearing like, okay, am I losing my dynamics? Am I losing that? Am I losing all that Memphis, man? You feel me? That's that what the streets want to hear. They want to hear up front, close, personal, and raw, you feel me? And relatable, because that's what's relatable type shit.
These broke ass niggas talk too much, ain't even boss enough. Stop trying to compare your life to me, boy, you ain't bold enough. Youngest in my city, worth of 50, I'm trying to set the bar. A ticket for this.
Love using that blackie mode. Love using that bluey mode because it adds energy, like to a kind of like a mafioso type of vocal. You feel me? Now it feels more energetic without the rapper actually having to yell. You feel me? Gives more energy type shit. Right? After that, we have the fresh air bringing brightness.
These broke ass niggas talk too much, ain't even boss enough. Stop trying to compare your life to me, boy, you ain't bold enough. Youngest in my city, worth the 50, I'm trying to set the bar. A ticket for this toy is sit so low, it feel like a go-car. These broke ass niggas talk too much, ain't even boss enough. Stop trying to compare your life to mine, boy, you ain't bold enough. Youngest in my city, worth the 50.
Ooh, 100% on that MoneyBagg impression, bro. And then after that, we have the Arvox. It's just giving a gentle hello, good morning, hug to the vocal, you know, just kind of wrapping it around with a little bit of compression. Just helps it gives it a little squeeze. Like if you have a bump on your arm or some shit, you just kind of squeeze it a little bit. And because you kind of squeeze that bump a little bit, now it's kind of like pushing a little bit forward, you feel me, type shit like that. So that's why I see the Arvox as I'm giving it a little bit of pinch, and because I'm pinching the vocal, it's helping push it forward. It's helping it kind of like burst a little bit forward and want to pop a little bit forward like a bump, you feel me?
These broke ass niggas talk too much, ain't even boss enough. Stop trying to compare your life to me, boy, you ain't bold enough. Youngest in my city, worth the 50, I'm trying to set the bar. A ticket for this toy is sit so low, it feel like a go-car. Smash it, gas it, roadkill, bad bitch, do last.
And most importantly, at the point with the silk vocal, doing another layer of Arvox, you feel me? So, you know, the dynamic EQ or whatever this shit is, the silk vocal is kind of cutting into my low end, cutting into my high end, and just using that Arvox again. It's the same amount just to really finish off everything. You feel me? It just kind of gets everything wrapped around like a Christmas Day present. You feel me? It got a bow, it got a box. This shit is presented very nicely at the end of the vocal chain, right? Just controlling the lows, controlling the highs, just in case if there's any harshness that did slip through. Also understand, be cognate of the fact that a 76 pushes the mid-range. It has transistors in it. So the fact that I use a 76, I'm already keeping it in my head. That might possibly be an extra amount of harshness that was pushed out of the vocal because I used that compressor.
These broke ass niggas talk too much, ain't even boss enough. Stop trying to compare your life to me, boy, you ain't bold enough. Youngest in my city, worth the 50, I'm trying to set the bar. A ticket for this toy is sit so low, it feel like a go-car. Smash.
And I just like the way the Memphis accent sounds. It has like a lip smacking quality. I picked the J37 tape on slap mode. You feel me? Put that J37 tape on slap mode. And yeah, that's just kind of helping bring out that little bit of a Memphis accent. The main, you gonna hear what I'm talking about.
These broke ass niggas talk too much, ain't even boss enough. Stop trying to compare your life to me, boy, you ain't bold enough. Youngest in my city, worth the 50, I'm trying to set the bar. A ticket for this toy is sit so.
So at a very low level, that's kind of giving reinforcement to that accent, that Memphis accent, music. You know how he said music like in a different way, in a Memphis way, music type shit like that. It kind of helps that country accent come out even more. You know, that's the type of shit I feel like about engineering. Like I see the plugins as a way like, okay, I'm trying to enhance the accent or the way the person is talking or a vocal character or a color like the Air Force Ones and all the shit I'm talking about. It's like an imagery type of thing. You feel me? I use this Manny reverb, and I most importantly just use it to get some distortion. That distortion just provides a little bit of a frill. It provides a little bit of like when you get like go to the barber and you get a buzz cut. They don't cut off all the hair, but you can still feel like a little bit of that hair there. That's what the distortion is giving, a little bit of frill to the vocal.
These broke ass niggas talk too much, ain't even boss enough. Stop trying to compare your life to me, boy, you ain't bold enough. Youngest in my city, worth the 50, I'm trying to set the bar. A ticket for this toy is sit so low, it feel.
Very low level. MoneyBagg, yo's vocals are dry, bruh. Doubler 2 preset. A doubler stomp, actually. I use the doubler stomp because this is a hood ass song. The doubler stomp is more greedy than the doubler 2. CLA 76 on the Black Air Force mode. You feel me? Black. That's what I'm gonna call it from now on, bro. Literally, Black Air Force, CLA, Black Air Force One mode type shit like that. You feel me? And I just used it on parallel and just to get a little bit more grit.
These broke ass niggas talk too much, ain't even boss enough. Stop trying to compare your life to me, boy, you ain't bold enough. Youngest in my city, worth the 50, I'm trying to set the bar. A ticket for this toy is sit so low, it feel.
All right, let's go over the ad libs very, very quick. Oh, let me show the auto-tune too. Let me show the auto-tune. You know, I know how y'all motherfuckers be. Fast retune speed, but 100% humanized. This auto-tune is very natural. And then we have the Adlibs, very simple, just extended high end. Actually, not very simple. It's a very extended high end. You know, I want a lot of the clarity out of the Adlibs. I'm going for clarity and not a radio effect. The Shep's omni-channel, and we actually use the distortion part of the saturation. I think it's like a bit, maybe it might be clipper. One of these is a clipper. The heavier, one of them is like a clipper, a crazy distortion. I use that to spike up, you know, the ad-libs.
These broke ass niggas talk too much, ain't even boss enough. Stop trying to compare your life to me, boy, you ain't bought enough. Youngest in my city, worth of 50, I'm trying to set the bar. A ticket for this toy is sit so low, it feel like a go-kart. Smash it, gas it, roll kill, bad bitch, dude.
Yeah, and that's just pretty much the end of it. We use the silk vocal to kind of really get the ad-libs under control, take out any harshness, and, you know, extend it top end. And then the Chef's omni-channel was just for the distortion. Very simple ad-libs, MoneyBagg, yo, like type of situation. Nothing crazy, just to give some support. And his ad-libs are very sparingly throughout the vocal. He doesn't constantly do ad-libs. They're just here and there pieces of candy, a little bit of Rice Krispie treats or little Snickers in your mouth real quick to keep you engaged. So I just want to say thanks a lot for being a great part of my YouTube family. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check the link down below to support the channel and grab some presets. Suggest some more artists. Appreciate y'all now, YouTube gang. Peace, man.